Alright, you all. So today, we are here to talk to you about the truth about dental school.
If this is your first time to our channel, Tyler and I, we put these videos out to help pre-dents get into school, as well as show a little bit of our experience going through dental school. So if you haven't already, stop, push that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell so you know whenever we post up new videos.
Before we started dental school, we heard a lot of different things that turned out not to be true. So today we want to just make sure that we give you the raw take on what it's like to really be in dental school.
The truth hurts sometimes, and hopefully this won't be too bad.
First and foremost, we really want to hone in on the idea that dental school is hard. Dental school is very difficult. I think a lot of people come into dental school, making, of course, high grades from their undergrad or their master's program, and they think dental school will be the same. And when it doesn't happen that way, they get into this negative mindset, which we don't want anybody to do. So please recognize that dental school is extremely difficult. You might have never used your hands, or you might have used your hands. Say you were out of school for 2 years and you were a dental assistant or something like that. Even if you were good with your hand skills, then you've kind of been out of the school mentality for 2 years. And it's going to be hard to get back into that because you've never seen school like this. You've never taken 23 credits. You never had 2 tests each week, back to back on top of all the hand skills that you're trying to develop. So it really is a lot, and we want to make sure that everybody who's thinking about dental school or who's about to start dental school recognizes the fact that it is hard.
One thing about dental school that plays itself out time and time again is the dental school experience is going to be exactly what you make it. If you decide to get up every morning, really take ownership of your day, create a system that works for you from top to bottom, from the time you wake up, there's a lot of things that you do to yourself that you don't necessarily realize until after the fact a lot of times. So really just being, getting up, make sure you have that positive mindset, make sure that you're attacking everything and seeing everything from a positive perspective, because at the end of the day, we've worked so long to get here that once we get in it, we kind of lose that, that aspect that this is really truly a blessing to all of us, honestly. Like, there's thousands of people that are still applying every single year to be in the seat that you have. So once you really scope your experience of, having that positive mindset going into every day, going into every competency, every test, every situation, you'll begin to start, getting the most out of dental school and not necessarily seeing it in such a pessimistic way. You'll definitely have a more optimistic view on what dental school is.
You will have to be a people person. I think that there's some people who think they're people persons. I mean, I thought I was an extremely people person, which I still personable, being personable, yeah. Whatever it may be. Look, you need to protect your social energy, because literally throughout the entire day you're in a room of 200 people.
The same
people. So you're going to be having these same conversations, unfortunately. But you almost have to. This is almost like an introduction of what life is really going to be like once you get into the field. You could easily get into a mindset where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go around all these people, have all these conversations every day in and day out. But realistically, you have to. You're about to be a healthcare provider, and one of the most contributing factors in your success will be you being personable to others. So in dental school is when you really will hone in on those skills as well, being able to constantly talk to new people, people that you already know, and have conversations, and participate in a lot of what we call small talk. It happens a lot.
Another huge aspect about dental school is the people that you spend your time with. Yes, you'll be interacting with a lot of people on a daily basis, and you'll have conversations with people with that small talk that Tyler was talking about. But eventually, people start to gravitate towards other people, other like-minded individuals. When you find a system that works for you, a team of people that studies good together, or somebody who that adds value to your dental school experience, you're going to tend to spend more time with them. So it's just natural. But this is one of the, I guess, one of the most influential things, or like one of the cornerstones to really like build your dental school experience around, just because you're going to be spending a lot of time with these people. You're going to already be at school for pretty much 10 hours a day. You know what I mean? So if you're there and you kind of have to go through it by yourself, like, that's nothing that we would really wish on anyone. Creating that that initial friend group and having that from the start is definitely going to be a benefit at the end of the day, but don't be afraid to always go out and just reach out and try to find a new person, a new perspective to look into. If somebody is going to give you maybe a better or positive, more positive view, really create those memories that we're here for 4 years to do. Obviously getting our hand skills, getting our professional skills, to become a dentist. But you know, this is a crucial period, and you're going to be here for 4 years, so why not make the most of it, right?
All right, so now fire round. Always be cognizant of what you do and say while you're in school, because somebody is watching.
People always watching.
Always.
Even though we use our hands every day, hand skills are not anything that come naturally in dental school. No. So know that. Don't get frustrated. Put some more time in. You know, you might be better at one thing than another person might be, but they might be better at something else. So it's a learning process.
Your teachers are humans as well. Make sure you converse with them. You know, treat them like a person. It's not necessarily like the relationship where you had in like undergrad things where these were like your teachers, even though they are your teacher, but these are almost, they are going to be your colleagues, exactly. Yeah. So treat them as such. Bad grades happen. The best thing that you can do is learn from it and move on to the next test, because you will have another test coming up extremely soon.
You might lose sleep, you might lose extracurriculars, you might lose friends. It's called sacrifices. Sometimes sacrifices have to be made to, you know, get to the finish line of whatever you're working on, so understand that.
But if you're organized, you can try to hold on to as much things as possible.
Yeah, you kind of alleviate that.
Yeah, stay organized.
Falling behind is a big thing that you should avoid, even though it's so easy to do, especially when you finally get a good grade or finally finish a project. Just stay on top of your stuff. Don't compare yourself to the guy with the photographic memory. You'll have those people.
Very true.
That are just like, will look at something one day and still get a better grade than you. It's fine. Let them have it, and that's it. It is what it is.
A common trend that tends to happen in some dental schools, I know especially ours, people like to talk about their grades. Just know you don't have to tell anybody anything. Like, granted, that's your grade, that's your information. You don't feel like you have to disclose any of that to anybody when people ask, because they will ask, oh, what'd you get on this test? What'd you get on this test? Don't be lazy. And I mean, honestly, people who are lazy, they're the ones who start to sink. So either you're gonna sink or you're gonna float.
The extra stuff is the regular stuff. Just get used to doing that. Like, no weekends, no the extra hours in lab, that's regular. Like, the extra stuff is the regular stuff.
You have
know
to.
that.
Don't take the criticism of your classmates too seriously, because they don't know what they're doing either.
Yeah.
All right, you all. So please trust and believe us. The purpose of this video is not to be depressing. You know, we are grateful and thankful that we're in this opportunity. Like, every day we talk about this, we wake up, we're like, whoa, we're in dental school. Like, this has provided us a wealth of knowledge. You know, we're learning new things every single day. But mentally it can be draining. And I think that the more prepared you are for that fact, the better you'll be once you get here and once you matriculate through.
That's gonna wrap up the video. Thank you guys again. Hopefully we didn't like scare you guys from wanting to apply to dental school. Like, please do come.
Come to dental school.
The rewards and like what we're getting out of it is definitely without a doubt a million times outweighs like anything that's negative or anything you have to get adjusted to. So just want to guys kind of, like you said, put you in that mindset just so you know exactly what it is. Brace yourself. Be ready. Be prepared. You know, that's halfway to winning the battle.
What did you say the other day? What, cut twice?
Yeah. So measure 10 times. Measure 1,000 times if you need to, but cut one time. What we're doing now is trying to measure for you guys, so you guys come in and literally cut through this dental school experience and make the most out of it from day one. If you haven't already, head down to the comment section, add any tips or tricks you may have for me and Tyler getting through the dental school experience, or anyone else just starting their dental school experience. If you have a personal question for either of us, head over to Instagram, follow us on _FutureDDS. Send us a DM and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell so you know whenever we post up new content. That's gonna be it though. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week.